Alright, hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. Today we've got a really cool video today. So, we're taking a look at a mod called the Crimson Fleet Rearmed by Flight Controller. Flight Controller has done awesome mods, such as the Institute of Naval Technology Glassless Cockpits. So this mod, basically it adds a load of new structural pieces and just modules or habs. It basically adds new ship parts to the Crimson Fleet while also kind of changing their ships. Now, just to keep in mind, this is a free mod. This does change the Crimson Fleet ships in-game. If you're not a fan of that, you can also download this patch, which removes the ships and only adds the parts. So I'm going to kind of rock with we're going to just look at the base one, obviously, because it adds the ships. So it adds 2 new cockpits, a landing bay, a landing gear, 4 new habs, 9 internal variants, 3 new weapons, and 6 new structural parts. So, yeah, we can find these at the Red Mile or at the Crimson Fleet locations. So, yeah, let's go check them out. Alright, so we're here at the Red Mile on PC. We will swap to Xbox to kind of test the habs on Xbox. So all the habs can be purchased here, as well as the Crimson Fleet, the Cricks, if you want to go to Cricks. Hello. I would like to modify my vehicle. Okay. Alright, so we're going to... Actually, we'll swap to the Frontier for this. Right, so the habs we have... We'll start off with the weapons. We have... We've got... Oh, that looks so fucking cool. We've got Crimson Fleet autocannon. We've got heavy dual autocannon. We've got heavy braced cannon. And is there another one? Let me look. Don't know if they're all going to be A class. Okay, so is there only 3 weapons? I think so. Alright, so we've got this is so fucking cool. So, oh, there's like custom lore. Oh, this is so fucking cool. So, just 10 out of 10, alright. So, the fleet manufactured M20 autocannon. It's A class, 880 range, 7 fire rate, 17 hull damage, 5 shield, 3 power. When Vanaheim Smith went looking for armaments, he found the M20 light autocannon dating back to the evacuation of Earth. These guns are old, but they still work just fine. That's so fucking cool. Then we have the fleet manufactured M50 heavy dual autocannon. B class, 1650 range, 6.65 fire rate, 20 hull damage, 10 shield, 3 power. After pirate crews complained about the lack of firepower provided for the M20, Smith simply upscaled the old guns, welded them together, and sold them to 3 times the price. My man. Oh, why are they so expensive? Hold the phone. What the fuck? They're really that expensive? Okay. Eh? Is it a bug? That might be a bug. I don't think that's supposed to be 120,000. That's kind of pricey. And then we have the fleet manufactured M100 heavy brace cannon, A class, 3300 range, 0.8 fire rate, 150 hull damage, 100 shield damage, 3 power. The M100 is a monument to firepower. The recoil is so heavy that it must be aggressively braced to the hab attached with. It's so fucking cool. I'm just gonna really quickly. We'll be right back. I'm just gonna check. Alright, so I just checked. Yeah, it is 3 weapons, not 4. So I'm assuming that's a bug. And it's not supposed to be that price. These look so cool, though. Well, next we have in the bay, we have a Crimson... Oh. We have a Crimson Fleet manufactured payload elevator, a retractable platform that can be fitted onto a payload bay. It'll get the crew on the ground, but they won't enjoy the experience. That's so fun. So then we have, I don't think we have any new cargo. We're just going to double check, make sure everything, yep. Cockpit, so we got 2 cockpits. Oh, we've got multiple cockpits. Okay, so we've got the fleet. We've got the fleet manufactured Marauder, 280 cargo, 5 hull, 4 crew. Some captains wanted the bridge that allowed them to command a real crew after several death threats. Vanaheim Smith obliged. So we've got different variants that seem to just increase in stats. And then we've got the Aggressor, 200 cargo, 5 crew. Vanaheim Smith's final masterpiece. It's said that after the Aggressor came out of production, he gazed upon the creation and wept. What a man. What a man of my talent. My talent. So we've got the Fleet manufactured assault docker. Crimson Fleet captains needed something that was cheap and capable of holding a ship in place. Smith obliged. These dockers are banned from many star stations due to damage. I have to say, like, this... Like, I looked at this mod just from screenshots, and I was, like, amazed and in love and enamored. And I have to say, the attention to detail, you've got custom pictures, you've... Oh, it's just so fucking good. Right, do we have any new engines? I don't think we've got new engines. No new engines. No new equipment. Do we have any fuel tanks? I don't believe so. Oh, no, we do. We've got Fleet manufactured a small pod designed to slot into the payload bay. Not recommended for use outside of the payload bay. I wanted to see what the payload bay is in a minute. So we've got Fleet manufactured landing. This landing gear is the cheapest possible way to get a ship on the ground. It's said that Vanaheim Smith kicked a shrug and said, it'll hold, and vanished forever in his first test flight. Right, and then we have, do we have, I don't think we have any new grab drives. Nope. Habs. This is where it gets a bit funky. So we've got the Fleet manufactured 1x1. The core of Vanaheim Smith designs. These habs are cheap, semi-rigid fabrics and steel tubes. They have proven themselves to be, at the minimum, tougher than they look. So we've got the manufactured 1x1. Oh, no. The 1x1, we've got the cargo. We've got the computer. Got the battle station. Got the command center. Empty 2 level. And then we got empty 2 level. Okay, cool. And then we have a 2x Smith embedded doors in the sides of the standard 2x1 hab, weakening the structure but increasing the practical use for components. So we've got empty. We've got cargo side doors. We've got research infirmary with side doors. Manufactured workshop. And then empty. Okay, cool. And then we have the payload. So when this part was unveiled, the pirate captain accused Smith of selling half the hab for twice the price. Smith shot the man dead on the spot, as you do. So I'm assuming we can snap this in here. That's so fucking cool. All right, that's like 11 out of 10. And then this snaps somewhere too. Where does this snap? Does this like, can this snap under here? All right, I have no idea. Oh, what? Whoops. Is that if you want to put it here instead? Okay, yeah. So you can snap it there, but it doesn't want to snap, which is kind of a bit weird. Let me delete that. And then we have the Fleet manufactured 2x1, empty. It said after a 3-day Aurora bender, Vanaheim Smith returned to his workshop, looked at the plans for the standard one and said, but what if we made it longer? We got the 1x1 empty and then a manufactured hab full. And then I don't know if we have a reactor. Any shields? I don't know if we have shields. And then structural pieces. We have Crimson Fleet manufacturing modular bracing allowed to be applied to any hab, allows for easy attachments. Oh, that's so cool. You got a cap. The cap is designed to cover the flimsy connector. Extra bracing. Bit finicky to pick up, that's fine. Modular, allowed to apply to any hab, allows for easy attachment side, definitely not glued on. And then we have the structural brace, fits on the end of a hab and allows more components to be attached. Ship techs have declared them either to be finicky or colossal pieces of junk. We have braced armor panels. Braced armor panels to help keep the fragile habs safe from enemy fire. Crews often use these to display their allegiances. Oh, there's alternate. Alternate 2. UC. 3-star. Varun. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Then we've got half armor. Oh, this is for the payload bay. Braced armor to keep the fragile. And then there's no variant for this. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach all these habs to the ships and just kind of take a look at them. We'll be back. All right, so we put all the 1x1s down. Now they're connected from the bottom. I don't know if they'll actually kind of you'll be able to go in the bottom. We will check. I don't know if they're doors or not. And then we've got also the hab. Let's go check them out, shall we? Just looking at the hab from the outside, the cockpit looks very, very cool. Very, very cool. I believe this started off where the mod author seen some concept art for Crimson Fleet ship and just kind of went with it, which is really awesome. First thing we do is we're going to go to the cockpit, check out the cockpit, and then we'll check all the habs up top. Oh, already I am in love. Oh, that is so cool. So we've got our cargo hold. Seat there. Nice view. I really like the view. It feels like old and outdated, but also functional. Now we're going to TCL, and we're going to go up and check each of these habs. So this is the first one. Oh, they've got stairs. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. All right, so this is a navigation console. Got some couches, very nice. We've got, oh, look at the stairs. That's so cool. Crimson Fleet mission board here. And then obviously the doors work. This is so cool. So I don't think you're going to have to worry about like connection points, which is really cool. We'll check out the next one. This is just an empty one. Oh, it's so cool. I love that they're like, I just love the way they're designed. Like I was saying this to Flight Controller, like just looking at the pictures, like it's unique, but it still fits into the kind of the design philosophy of, oh, that one looks really cool. We got computers here, and then we got more. This must be the command room. This is very cool. Very, very cool. TCL and go to the next one. This one is so fucking cool. ROM adapter, need an XQX multiple USB-Z slot, and then go down here. I love the use of space. It feels like properly, feels really cool. The fact that they're 1x1s. Then we have this one here. This is, I think this is a 2-story empty. Yeah, it's a 2-story empty. And then finally we have, ooh, this is like, I think this is the cargo one. Very, very cool. All right, let's check out, we'll check out the next ones now, the 2x1s, and we'll be back. All right, so now we've got we've got the 2x1s here, the cargo, the workshop, manufactured empty, research, and then we've got the 2x1, we've got a brig, a habitat, and the manufactured empty. Let's go check them out. We also have the new cockpit. All right, check the cockpit. Oh, it's just like a single seat cockpit. Okay, that's really cool. Kind of reminds me of like a submarine cockpit. Right now to TCL and check out all the ones on the roof. So we've got this one here. Oh, I love the use of the space in this is awesome. Ladders seem to be slightly problematic. And then you can go down here and there's like connection points. This is so cool. Very, very cool. So they're connected, but they're not connected. I don't know why that is. That's a bit of a bug. This is a workshop. Weapon workbench, industrial workbench. Okay, so the placement of these little bugs with the kind of placement. Now, I will say, I'm using these other habs, which I mean, you should be obviously able to do that. I'm just assuming there's a bit quirks to it. Very, very cool. The next one. Oh, what is this one? Okay, this one's like really big. It's really, really big. It's empty though. We go up. Oh, we've got like a third floor, or is that a different? No, it's a different hab. Is that a different hab? Yeah, it's a different hab. My bad. It's like a little kitchen, all in one. You go up on top. You got, ooh, the little rooms here. Bathroom. I love the stairs. The stairs are so cool. And we have, what is this? A little kind of sleeping quarters there. Oh, this is the brig area, I believe. Yeah, it is, I think. Oh no, this is oh yeah, firing range on a ship. Only the Crimson Fleet. Only the Crimson Fleet. All right, awesome. This is supposed to be. Was this the? Oh, that's the brig there. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And then we have these two here. One of these is going to be empty. Yeah, this is just the empty. You can customize it to your liking. And then this is the research room. This is really, really cool. Really, really awesome. Office. So cool. All right, so now we're going to, I want to say, I think we only need to check the, I think we've done all the habs, we just need to do the other ones. I'm going to build a ship real quick so I can access the hab. We'll be back. All right, so I was trying to put the bay on. So obviously you have to connect the two parts. You connect the payload hab together. Now, the issue here is I don't know how you're supposed to connect it, to be completely honest with you. So I try to connect it here. It's not the right height, as you can see. Oh, whoops. Okay. It's not the right height. It basically needs to be aligned differently. Which means that it's... I think it can only be used with the Crimson Fleet hab. Let me try something else. What we'll do is let's actually connect it to something on the top. What if we connect it there? There we go. Aha. So in order to get it to function properly, you have to like kind of connect it something from below, which makes sense. Let's go check that out real quick. Yeah. So the parts obviously play nice together. Obviously there's some connection issues that I'm assuming Flight Controller will, but it's probably already been working on. I will let them know. I get done with the video. I really like this. I've always wanted a kind of an elevator entrance point. This is so cool. That is so cool. And then we press for the war chest. Oh, and it's its own little thing. That's so cool. That's really, really cool. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to really quickly, we're going to swap over to a save where I am at the Crimson Fleet. And we're basically going to take a look at some of the Crimson Fleet vessels, because this mod has obviously changed them. And then after that, we will swap over to Xbox. So let's ship to the Crimson Fleet. All right, so we're here at the quay. And some of the ships have been changed, some haven't. So the White hasn't been changed. The Spectre hasn't been changed. The Wraith hasn't been changed. The Banshee has been changed. As you can see there. It's been modified. The Reaper has been changed. I really like how these look. It gives me, weirdly, it gives me kind of Expanse vibes. And then the Haunt has been changed. And the Phantom. Now there's one more ship I'm going to really quickly spawn in. We're going to teleport somewhere and spawn it in, which is the Ghost. Do I actually... Do I have a Ghost on me? We're gonna really quickly, we'll be back. I'm gonna spawn in a Ghost. All right, so I just spawned in the Ghost, and the Ghost hasn't been changed. It's just your standard Ghost. Makes sense. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna swap over to Xbox, and we're going to check all the different habs again, just to make sure everything works well, and then we're gonna do a weapons test. So we'll be back. All right, we're here on Xbox.
Patrons need to handle their
So
own.
I'm going to... Oh, my dog is trying to eat cardboard. we're gonna do is we're going to test the habs again. This time what we're going to do is I'm gonna kind of build them together and just kind of get a kind of a look at them. So we'll be back. All right, so we've made this monstrosity just to kind of walk through. So let's go check it out. I will say. So yeah, so the parts do play nice together. Obviously the thing to remember with them is they're kind of like their length and width is that of a 1x1. However, their height is more akin to like maybe like a 2. That's the wrong ship. All right, so just to showcase what I mean, so if we really quickly we compare it to like a 1x1 hab. So we compare the 1x1 to one of these, and you'll see it's about kind of just a little bit bigger than 2 of them. Obviously it's the same length and width, just yeah, a little bit taller. Anyway, let's go check it out. All right, so we're in the monstrosity. Let's climb up to it, shall we? All right, so first room, I believe this is just the empty. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yep, okay, yep, that's problematic. Okay, maybe not though, we'll see. This is the control. This is the storage room. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the what I'm guessing here is that the reason the placement's kind of all over the shop when it comes to doors is just the base game and how the base game handles the doors, which is just a kind of a side effect of the base game's door. They really should have a kind of a place your own doors like built in. Right, and then the next one. Oh, that was a washing machine, but yeah, no, the Crimson Fleet wouldn't mess with washing machines. Next we have control station. Very nice. And then we have another control station. Yeah, it's me. Definitely not Crimson Fleet. That's Crimson Flyboy. I wrote that myself. Then we have empty. There's the docker. And then we have the bridge. Alright, let's check the 2x1s and we'll be back. Alright, so now we've got this amalgamation. So we've got the payload hab in with the docker, or with not the docker, with the ladder or elevator. And then on the bottom floor here we have the side doors. We got the empty, cargo, infirmary, workshop, and then we got the docker there. And then up on top we have the ones without the side doors, the empty, habitat, and break. So let's go check that out, shall we? Alright, here's the amalgamation. It's or the monstrosity. Let's hop in. In we go. It's so cool. I love that entrance way. It's so fucking cool. Oh, Cora is having difficulties. Where are you going? Difficulties. So we go up. Player ladder. What the fuck? Player ladder. Sit. Whoa. What the fuck? Whoa. Okay, that's cool. I didn't notice that, but also that's a problem. Alright. Okay, that's quite cool. It's like a loading screen, I suppose, but how the fuck? Okay. And then there's a hole in the ground. That's problematic. Okay. Oh, don't fall. Oh, no. Alright, so let's check these out. Check out these habs. Uh-oh. Alright, so we might have some problems here with some of the habs. Connecting. So I've let the mod author know, and they will they'll be obviously working on it. I don't believe I can get out of here. Okay, that's slightly problematic. What happens if I fall through? Okay. Alright, well that was actually the plan. Okay, and so yeah, so it seems like ladder's not functioning. That's problematic. I will be back. Alright, so we built a full ship just consisting of all of these, just to see if I can kind of remedy the issue. So we're gonna go now and see if it'll let me work. So hopefully it'll function. So it seems like they don't like to interact too well with other habs. Now it depends heavily on what the hab is. I have let the mod author know, and they're gonna do some testing on it tonight. So obviously it'll be easier when they see the video. I've also used the sleds. All right, so let's go up this time. So straight away, there's the player ladders. So we'll check it out. So we've got cockpit, works fine. We'll hit that player ladder in a minute. We'll check the downstairs first. So downstairs all seems to work perfectly fine. We've got another ladder there. So these ladders, I think they act as like loading screens, which we'll check in a moment. Which I quite like the idea of them, just kind of instant teleportation up, which is really cool. Just covering all of the different. Okay. Now let's. I love the use of space inside here. So we're gonna activate this character loading screen. Bam. Perfect. It works. I fell down. So I really like that. I think that's quite cool. And then we have, this is the kind of a dining room area. With some living quarters. Hello. How are you? And then we have a bathroom. Very nice. It's the empty hab. I think we need to go back down to activate the other. So I mean, first and foremost, this is really, really cool. Like, some slight teething issues, but the amount of work that Flight Control has put into this is like absolutely phenomenal. Like, I'm gonna say it now, this is my favorite ship parts we have seen, and if Bethesda had have put out these ship parts, I would have been like, holy fuck, yes, Bethesda. These fit so well into the game. They kind of have a more kind of, like an early look at early modern, like our era of space travel, which is really, really cool. Obviously, there's some teething and I believe Flight Controller is going to be adding more stuff to it as we go. There's just a casual gun there. Is that some part of the... What the fuck? That's pretty cool. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to check... All right, see, so this is a bit of a problem. It seems like... Oh, no. So I just let the mod author know, because I think it is... I'm assuming it's tied directly to that cargo bay equivalent. So we're going to just going to let him know, basically. Yeah, so I think it is tied to this. There's no hole there, but there is a hole actually there. Right, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna build a ship real quick using the pieces, and we're gonna test the weapons. Actually, test the weapons first. So we'll be right back. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to build a ship, and we're gonna test the ship parts. This is gonna be kind of a bit of a longish one. I really like how all these pieces just look like they look so cool. I'm a really big fan. So that is a search infirmary. We'll do habitat. Armory. We'll do battle station there, and then we need the payload bay. Put the payload bay at the back, so we'll have habitat. We'll have a habitat here, payload bay at the back, and then we will have a cargo there. Now we need to. So we can, apparently we can, put that there in a minute. So we can connect, actually I want the one with the side doors. These are side doors. We got cargo, research infirmary, or a workshop. So we'll put you there. Put you there. Now, the only issue here is how are we going to connect you is the question. So that's Workshop is here. No, we'll do workshop here. We'll do cargo there. Put you right at the front. And we'll have a cargo there. Oh no, cargo. And then we'll do the Crimson Fleet Command Center there. Now we want the docker. Can the docker be flipped? So the docker can't be flipped. It can be connected though. But currently, as you can see, so we could potentially extend it a little bit, but that looks funky. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the other bay, their cockpit. This one here. Does that work? The docker need to be forward. Okay. And then, so we need some engines. We need some, okay. So at the back here, we're going to have an R. We could attach them. Just trying to think. We obviously we could attach them at the back, but I kind of want to do that like so. And then we need a fuel tank. I'm gonna be attaching the fuel tanks to the sides, so we're gonna make use of. Oh, we need landing gear first. So, and then put you there like that. What are we missing? Docker must be on the edge of the ship. We can fix that. We'll do another cargo hold at the front here, like so. And then we're going to use some of these structural pieces for kind of armoring. Put some armoring there, and we're gonna make this. We're gonna be caution. We do UC. Oh, whoops. Oh no. Come here. And then we have like half ones, which I'm assuming they're supposed to go there. Yeah, they go there. And so actually we're going to put, so we're going to have weapons. We're going to put some of you. Where do you snap? Do you snap on the front? Where do you snap? Do you snap there like so? So we're going to put, yeah, we're going to put weapons on that, and we're going to change the, so the UC colony, we'll do UC colonies at the back. And then we'll add some fuel tanks. We can add some fuel tanks to the side there. It looks a bit funky. Now we do have a cap we could put on, but we don't really need a cap anywhere. What are we missing? We need engines. Engines. I don't want to use the Dons. Are they two? Nah, they're two. Wait a minute. How would they look? Okay, maybe not the Dons. I kind of like how these function. See, this is one of those situations where... Is there a snap point in the middle here? Oh, there's not. Okay, so there is... Technically, there's a snap point there, which we... Okay, oh, we can actually... Hold on now. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. We'll use these. Just changes the UC colony. Put these bad boys. Bit hard to grab them. Not extremely tricky. I will say I'm like really liking how these Really liking how these kind of halves look. They look really, really nice. And do that little bit of a stutter. Not sure necessarily why there is stutter there. Now we could do actually, you know what we could do to make this kind of, we'll do some little bit of merging. Oh no. And then we have the big, whoops, let's remove that. Let's remove that. And we have the, where are they? Obviously we have the big structural. Does it have all the structural here, or is it just... Okay, it does have all the structural, nice. I'm doing some little merge techniques here. Want to connect you like that. Why would you not? Oh, I do. Why are you not playing nice with me? We're just gonna have to, why won't you? I have the flip mod turned on. I don't know why it... Okay, what if we... Okay, so if I had the merge mod on, this would obviously look a lot nicer. We're going to use these caps on the front. And then can we put the caps on the back, actually? These flip. Yes, they do. Nice. Awesome. And what we're going to do is we're going to add our shields. I think, what are we missing? We're just missing a fuel tank. That's fine. We can get a fuel tank. Fuel tank. We'll actually attach them to the bottom. And then we need a shield. B-class shield. We'll do the 28T. Put you there. Perfect. And now the weapons. This is where it's going to get a bit funky. So we've got the light auto cannons. We will attach them to there. Do we have the... Yes, we do. Okay, cool. And then we put all you back here. And then weapon-wise, we will have the heavy auto cannon. We'll slap you on the sides, like so. And then we have the big braced boy. Where are you gonna sit? Okay, you're gonna sit like that. Actually, we're gonna move you forward a little bit. So fucking cool. Alright, so weapon-wise, we got our auto cannon, our dual auto cannon port, our brace cannon. So we're gonna make this a nice dark red color. Like so. And then we'll do that. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and test the weapons. And yeah, we'll be back. All right, so we're in space currently. So let's try our auto cannon. Okay, so the auto cannon seems to be infinite. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump to our usual spot and shoot some. Hopefully, there'll be some ships around key and or the not the key, the eye, and we'll basically just do a little bit of testing. So, oh, I need some pips in a grab that. Whoops. So all in all, like, I think this is an awesome mod, and like I said, it just, yeah, it's like, when it comes to ship mods and stuff, everyone has their own preferences. I really like ship mods that kind of fit into Bethesda's styling of the game, and I feel like this does an absolute phenomenal job. Where is there's one over there. All right, so there's a phalanx there. We're gonna set the difficulty to normal. Now keep in mind that that these are all ballistic weapons. So that's not doing too bad. So as you can see, like, if we had a laser weapon, obviously it would help a little better. So I like the auto cannon probably the most. So the ballistic cannon does decent damage, but obviously it is a bit of a cooldown. Longsword, hello longsword. Oh, someone just jump in. Yep, reinforcements jumped in. As you can see, it's really awesome. Like, this is just, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 mod. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, there is going to be some teething issues. If you do have any issues yourself, put them in the comments so the mod author can see them and fix them. I assume the mod author is going to sort them out pretty quickly because, yeah, they're clearly very talented at what they do. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.